I just wanted to take a wee bit of your time today and look at a how to train your dragon green and black robot dragon. Squirrel? I don't think that's a how to train your dragon. I just consulted the Book of Dragons and he's not in it anywhere. I think you have a transformer, a dinosaur transformer named Grimlock. That is all. Grimlock? Well, what do you know? I guess it is a transformer. Going backwards, here is the Transformers Robots in Disguise Grimlock in his package as he would appear on store shelves. Looks like the packaging design is kind of a continuation of some of the things we saw with the latest Transformers movie, Age of Extinction, with the bright red Transformers on white. But this time we have a cartoon imagery up top with Grimlock looking so dragon-esque, Godzilla-esque. On the side here, another image. And on the back we have the instructions for transforming him, which is becoming the norm of late, is creating easier and faster transformations, which I am all for, and one of the reasons I'm kind of interested in this series. I just have become so tired over the years of these overcomplicated transformers. I put them down, I forget about them. A year later, I couldn't even remember how to get their feet transformed, which is usually the easiest part. So, great to see this easy transformation stuff going on. It also looks like we've got some sort of scannable Autobot badge, which is kind of interesting, but I'm not really going to go too far into that. Out of the package, we have Grimlock in his robot form as he was packed, and he is, by the way, broken. Unfortunately, when I first popped him out of the package and was playing around with him, I noticed that there was differences in this little ratchet in his arm. One of the arms had the ratchet kind of underneath inside the gear, and this one was a little bit more exposed. Since I've never played with this toy before, I didn't know which one was right. This one did have some plastic marring or whatever, so it looked like it was starting to show wear, and sure enough, it popped out and broke, almost knocking my eye out in the process. So unfortunately, this Grimlock has karate chop now, which is kind of fun actually, so maybe that's a good thing. Anyhow, here he is in robot form, and overall his proportion is pretty good. Looks like a pretty good robot. He's got standard legs, arms, dino head in the back there, his dino short arms kind of tuck in there in the back, and his paint's pretty good too, green, black, very Dragon Zord-esque from Power Rangers in some ways. He has pretty good articulation except for the broken arm. We have some elbows with a nice ratcheting clicking thing, so I imagine that will break too as well. There's some shoulder rotation. You can have him rotate out a little bit. Looks like we've got a little bit of head rotation, hip, knees, lots of stuff going on in the legs here on how the tail builds. He is very similar in how the original Grimlock transformed from the old G1 days. So besides it being broken on the arm, I'm liking this guy. He's kind of fun. Now I guess I should transform him. I don't want to be one of those review guys who spends a lengthy amount of time telling you to where to flip what and how to do what. So I'm just going to transform him a little bit hyper sped up. You'll see me curse and swear because I haven't really totally mastered this guy yet. But then we can get on to the robot form.
Oh, what have you done to me?
Alright, I think that's how it goes. It's 10 easy steps according to the back there. Pretty simple to do. Again, just kind of flip around the legs with the tail and the tail with the arms, that sort of thing. And there you go. His broken leg isn't affecting my toy too much yet. He still kind of just rests on it all right. So I guess I don't really have to return it. I don't know what I'm going to do on that yet. I have to dig through my receipts on that. But it's a really cool Grimlock toy. I really, really like how they went with this 1980s version of how we saw the T-Rex. Get a little tired of the muscular accurate version. I like this thundering lizard, dinosaur, dragonish version of Grimlock. That's kind of how I always remember him the most. The definite highlight for me of this Grimlock toy is the dinosaur head, the T-Rex head here. Love it, very smash mouth, crunchy guy. And some pretty good paint and detail on there with a little bit of gold on the head there, a blue eye, and some good shiny teeth too. So good that there's no projectile in there either. They always seem to ruin it by adding projectiles. And I guess I could also say that his little T-Rex arms are kind of cool because they're a little bigger than normal, kind of Godzilla-esque, so that works well too. I don't have much to compare Grimlock to other than this reissue Grimlock from one of the Age of Extinction offers from last summer. I'm a little bummed out that this Grimlock is so much smaller. For some reason I thought they were going to be a little more equal in size. This guy's really looking large, so they're not going to be the best wrestling buddies.
Me, Grimlock, will wrestle you anyway.
Alright. So yeah, it's no contest there. And here is Grimlock in between the new Dragon Riders Hook, Fang, and Toothless, who are dragons, while Grimlock is supposed to be more of a T-Rex, although this one looks kind of like Godzilla, which is more dragon-esque in my book. So there he is with those two, for no real apparent reason. So that is your 2015 Transformers Robots in Disguise Grimlock. I picked Grimlock up because he is one of my all-time favorite Transformer characters. Not so sure on the others yet. I guess it depends on how much I will get into the show or not. Having a broken leg also really affects if I'm going to be interested in picking up others of the toy line. They do kind of feel a little cheaper, but I do like the fact that they're quick and easy to transform, which makes playing Transformers much more fun than screaming at highly intricate instructions. That's what I have to say about that.
Me, Grimlock, want to hear another story.
Thanks for watching Squirrel Stampede.
Me, Grimlock, want Cup to tell me a story of your old war days.
Sorry, kid. I don't tell little tiny Transformers my stories.
Tiny? Oh, yeah? Get him, big Grimlock. Ha ha ha. I think we could be friends after all.